there are several points that come to thought. First of all, in watching, I was unaware of that it happened until I got the text earlier, and I went back and watched the video. It was well done. It did not appear prior to him getting busted open that he was busted open and concealed it. But in looking at the way that Kevin delivers the headbutt with the side of the head instead of the front is a dead giveaway. I believe what Dave Meltzer had reported that, and what multiple other outlets had reported, was that he had cut himself or somebody had cut him in the back. This was not unknown to me. I had seen this done several times in the past where people would then patch up with the new skin and, a little makeup that covers up pretty nicely. To me, that would be my guess if I had to bet. If somebody said, here's your last $1 million in the world, you got to bet it one way or the other, I would bet that's what happened and transpired. But it came off well, except in the midst of a lawsuit about concussions and, that the NFL had faced and decided to settle because of the bad press. At the time that Vince had done, but to me, this is classic Vince McMahon. Flipping the finger at all the conventional wisdom, flipping the finger and saying, I don't give a shit what anybody tells me, and I don't give a shit what the fans want, I don't give a shit what the boys want. I'm going to do this because I think it's a good idea. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It just seems to me to be poorly timed at a time when you're professing to the world to have a concussion protocol, and then doing something like that on the air as a 72-year-old man. It just sends, to me, a wrong topic. Have him do that to another young guy, and then possibly. But I don't know. I mean, I have no inside information. I hadn't had a chance to talk to anybody inside, other than it looked to me as if it were what Dave Meltzer describes as opposed to anything else. Dave Meltzer's supposition seems to me to be the most realistic.
Absolutely, and I won't mention any names, but I was at a wrestling show a couple of years ago with a certain wrestler, and he was told by the promoter, there's no blood tonight, blah, 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 but he was kind of in a blood feud, or kind of, it was like a stipulation to the match, kind of almost called for some blood or something. So he did the exact same thing. It was genius level stuff. I'm just sitting there watching him. What the hell are you doing? He bladed himself beforehand, put that kind of stuff on his head. He couldn't really tell, and then when he's out of the ring, he got nailed in the head, and he started bleeding.
Yeah, it's completely doable, and you saw it firsthand. And keep in mind that Vince has a television quality makeup team at his disposal. So, I'm sure if I was standing there and looking at a friend, I could see something, but with the makeup that Vince would have at his disposal, probably not. Again, I don't know. I thought they executed well. It looked good on camera, but again, right now the WWE is not just an entity unto itself. It's under a magnifying glass and being watched very closely. So it's one of those things where you say do as I say, not as I do. To me with Vince, it's just poorly timed, and I don't get what the mindset of the angle is in the first place. So you put a young guy, Kevin Owens, out there, I think is an incredible talent, and then you have him headbutt a 72-year-old guy. In most places, that's not considered copacetic. I would think most fair-minded people, but I guess Vince still has it in his head that that he's still Vince McMahon and can do whatever he wants, and he can. It's his company. The question you have to ask yourself is, will that augment those ever-declining ratings or help stem the tide? And my professional opinion is they won't stem the tide And that has nothing to do with Kevin Owens. It has to do with what was written in the angle in the first place.